Hi, my name's Jennifer Meyers, and I'm going to spend the next few minutes sharing about a virtual franchise that changed my life, it changed my family's life, and it could change yours as well. When my husband Sean and I were 23 and 24 years old, we had graduated from the University of Kansas Business School, and we had just returned from backpacking around the world for a year. We were jobless, we were in debt, and really wondering what was next for us. So I started waitressing, just trying to pay some bills while Sean was looking for his real job. And you know, I grew up in a family where my dad had the same career his entire life. And he was forced into an early retirement, a mandatory buyout. And that's kind of the way things went back in those days. But we knew that was probably not going to be our reality, because graduates knew that you were going to change careers several times over your lifetime. And today's graduates know they probably are going to be changing careers somewhere around 10 to 13 times in their lifetime. So when a friend showed us this, or showed me this, I saw a way that we could own our own business, and we could work with a very successful company with an awesome track record and create a residual income. And I liked the idea that we could do something to create financial independence, time freedom, freedom of health. It all sounded great to me. So I'll never forget when I was sitting on the couch sharing with Sean. I had just seen this, I was so excited, and he was totally negative, and he said, "Oh, that's one of those pyramid things." Well, I didn't even know what that meant. But really what we found out is it's actually the opposite. Because when you look at this structure, which would typify any corporation, or actually most organizational structures, you've got your president, your upper management, middle management, and your workers here. And for most people who are here, it's pretty tough to see themselves here. Because in order for them to get there, for them to move up, they're going to have to move somebody else out. And that's what really creates that dog-eat-dog environment out there. Well, we're just the opposite. This virtual franchise really is the opposite, because everybody starts here as a dealer and you work your way up. And the goal is to hit the top position, which is National Marketing Director. And that comes with a six-figure income. It's got an amazing corporate benefits program. And what you want to do is to duplicate yourself and create as many people and help them to the top as possible. And the way you do that is when you sponsor someone, you lock arms with them. You empower them to teach them how to do this business. And that's exactly what we do. And so what Sean and I found was that we had found a company that we could really align our values with. The company, the leadership. As a matter of fact, Jay Martin, he founded the company over 40 years ago, 1970, and he's still the president today. He's more excited than we've ever seen him. It's an international company, so we're operating in over 20 countries, and our mission statement is to inspire healthy living around the world. And we do that a couple of ways. First of all, with Juice Plus. It's the #1 selling nutritional product in a capsule in the world. And it's a no-brainer. Fruits and vegetables in a capsule. It's such a fantastic idea, and people get it. And then also we have a tower garden, and the tower garden really is the future of gardening. So we are experiencing a huge growth spurt right now, because so many people are looking for ways to take control of their health, to take control of their food supply, and certainly to take care of their finances. So I want to share with you what got Sean so excited all these years ago when we looked at this, because this is an example of when you sponsor somebody in our business. Again, it's really about teaching them, locking arms and teaching them how to do the program and how to do the system and how to duplicate that. And so in this example, if you sponsored 2 people and you taught those 2 how to teach their 2. Now you've got 4, and you duplicate that, so you're teaching people to sponsor that next level. Now you've got 8, okay, and you duplicate that 1 more level, now you've got 16 people. What if you were to sponsor 3 people instead of 2. And they got their 3, and they got their 3, etc. Now you're at 81 on this 3rd level. And that's a pretty significant difference in numbers. However, the only real difference here is 1, because everybody is only sponsoring 1 more person. Now, what if you took the time to sponsor 5 serious people in your business, and you taught those 5 to find their 5, right? And you start duplicating that. Now you've got 625 on this bottom level. And if you were to add all of these up, these levels, you're going to have 780 people in your organization. Now, if they were just consuming Juice Plus, you would make a really, really nice residual income there. But what if you taught those people to go out and find, let's say, maybe 10 customers, their friends, their acquaintances, family members. So they had 10 customers each. And let's say they just had an average order of fruit and vegetable capsules plus a shake every other day. You've got 7,800 people consuming those products, getting healthier, feeling great, probably talking and sharing with other people, because that's what happens. You'd be making an income of over $16,000 a month, and that's a residual income. So you can see the power of what this duplication means and how to teach people to teach other people. And not only would you be making a tremendous income, look at how many people you are changing their lives by sharing Juice Plus. And it's easy to share Juice Plus because fruits and vegetables in a capsule is a huge idea, and it is growing bigger every single year. Now, you can put any product or industry on a product life cycle, and you've probably seen a curve that looks like this. So you've got an introductory phase of launching something. You've got this high growth phase and maturity. And think back to before people had a cell phone, or let's say for the younger people, before people had a smartphone. Okay, it started back here, right? And then it went through an introductory phase and then a huge growth phase. Well, with Juice Plus, we're sitting about here. Less than 5% of the households in the United States have ever tried Juice Plus. Okay, and we're poised for this huge growth, and we are starting to experience that right now. Now, I get the question all the time, how is this different than a typical multi-level marketing, or network marketing company that's out there? And it's a great question because our virtual franchise is very unique, and I'm super proud of that. Some of the things that are different, first of all, it only costs $50 to sign up with our virtual franchise. So nobody's going out and spending hundreds or even thousands of dollars buying products that sit in their garage. You only buy what you yourself and your family is consuming. Also, we don't have any quotas, and there's no monthly minimums, period. There's no have-tos in our marketing plan. And therefore, all of our positions are very secure because you don't have to perform and create these quotas. All right, you can do a little, you can do a lot. It's totally up to you. And another thing that's interesting and I think very unique is 85% of the people, the consumers of Juice Plus, are customers. They're not distributors. We're not out there trying to sign up every single person. We really have a legitimate customer base that creates that residual income. So here we are all these years later, and we have more potential in our business than we've ever had. And we were able to buy the house of our dreams, actually beyond our wildest dreams. I never could have imagined being here. We've got all the stuff, we've got the cars, we've got a boat, our kids, we've been able to put them in the school of our choice. And as a matter of fact, I've got Michaela is off to college next year. But really what has made such a difference to us is several things. First of all, having choice, being able to make choices and having freedom. So just to give you an idea, after Sean and I both made national marketing director in our mid-20s, we bought a 43-foot sailboat and we sailed it to Miami from the Virgin Islands. We parked it on South Beach behind Miami Beach and lived on our boat for a year. And this was before kids, and had an absolute blast. And I love to share that because it shows just how flexible this is. You get to work where you want, when you want. with whom you want and do as much or as little as you want. So after a year then, we were ready to get back on land. And so we chose Denver because we love the outdoors. We didn't know one person here, but we love the mountains and we love skiing and hiking and all of that. So again, we had the choice to do that. We had a couple of kids, Michaela and Jake, and they're high schoolers now. We've put down roots in Denver and just had the life of our dreams. I could not have even imagined just the freedom and flexibility that we've been able to enjoy as a family. And as a matter of fact, when our kids were 8 and 10, Sean was ready for another adventure. So we bought a 50-foot catamaran and we sailed from the Virgin Islands to Australia over 15 months. And it was just this amazing family adventure. We got to homeschool our kids and experience, I think 17 or 18 different countries along the way and different cultures. Could never have replaced that. And the reason we were able to take that trip and our checks never went down is because we've created this residual income. And that's the power of a team. And it's the power of having leaders that are passionate about what they're doing, helping people and changing people's lives and changing their own financial future. And it's interesting, when we came back from that trip, Sean had many of his very successful businessmen friends say, how were you able to take the time away to do that trip? They had the money, but they couldn't take the time, or other people that didn't have the health. And I think it's kind of interesting because when you're young, you typically have the health, but probably don't have the financial freedom or the time freedom. As you move into your middle years, maybe you have a little more income, disposable income, but the time piece is pretty difficult with the family and jobs and everything else. Hopefully you still have your health. And then as you move into your older years, maybe you have the money, you've got some finances in place and a little more time, but then the health becomes a challenge. So what I so appreciate is we were able to have all of that. We have all of that. And we were able to, take a trip like that with our family, and we've traveled the world and been able to do all kinds of things with our kids because of the residual income. And so I really encourage you, check it out. If any of this sounds interesting to you, we would love to welcome you to our team. We're always looking for people to help us spread this message because there's such a need for this, both from a health perspective and also from a wealth perspective. So thanks for watching.